Wait, now! It's a loud bunch here today. So, this is Jeff Gordon, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Yeah! Hi, guys. Thank you very much. Great to be here. What a special weekend. Memorial Day weekend. You know, my involvement in relationship with National Guard over the last couple of years really just gave me a whole new perspective and really appreciation for the men and women in the National Guard, in our military. And so, you know, I've been coming here racing for Memorial Day weekend for a long time, since 1993. And, you know, it's never meant more than it does this weekend. We've got, of course, red, white, and blue stars and stripes on our race car on our DuPont Chevy this weekend, and we're very, very proud of that and excited about it. Looks great. It's going to have to run a little bit faster than it did on Thursday. But, again, you know, it's just a very, very special weekend for all of us to be able to honor and, you know, pay our respects and just give thanks to what all men and women do in the military. So great to have all of you here with us, and appreciate your commitment and what the future holds for you, hopefully with the National Guard. So with that, I'll talk a little bit about our weekend here. We you know, just came off the All-Star event last weekend, which didn't go so well. We're having a rough week so far, so I'm hoping that we've gotten all of our rough stuff out of the way, and it all comes together for us here on Sunday. This is a 600-mile race tomorrow, long race. Starts around 5 o'clock, so you know, well, if the sun is out, depending on what the weather's going to be like. But basically, starting the daytime, track temperature is a little bit you know, higher than what it's going to be as the sun goes down. And so what that does is that causes the track conditions and the cars to change. And you've got to be able to adapt as a driver, as a crew. You've got to be able to communicate to the team. And it really, to me, this race is one of the most important team events and races that we have, because that communication that goes on between you and your crew chief and your engineers and your pit crew, and the adjustments that have to be made, not to mention just continue to do your normal job, is crucial. A lot of pit stops in this race, so there's a lot more opportunities to gain as well as to make mistakes. And like I mentioned, those track conditions, you really got to stay on top of those changing conditions, because the track will get faster, and the car will change as far as the balance front to rear and how the front tires grip versus the rear tires grip as we go into the nighttime. And you don't want to have a car that's just great at nighttime, because you'll get down to the lap or two early in the race and get yourself behind and play catch up the rest of the race. You don't want to be too good during the daytime, because you won't be good when it really counts and it's time to win the race. So it's a fine balance. And the other tricky thing that I throw into it, just to give you a little information, is that the only practice that we get is during the day. So we have zero nighttime practice. If you go back to Thursday when we were practicing for qualifying, as well as today. So it's a guessing game of what it needs to be at night. And that's what makes the All-Star event last weekend so important, and why I'm so disappointed that I hit the wall on lap 1, because it really took away not only our chance to win that race, but our chance to really gain valuable information for this weekend's race. And we feel like we've got a pretty good handle on things, and we're one of the best teams out there that can adjust and adapt. But sure would have been nice to get some of those laps. And I think we had a car that could compete up there with the guys that won that race. So, but only tomorrow really matters. That's the one that really counts if you look at this whole week. This one tomorrow is a big one. You want me to open up to some questions? Does anybody have any questions? Yes, sir.